Hi everyone, Bob here. So I haven't had time to watch Star Wars Episode 3 yet on 4K and review it. I am a farmer, so I still have a lot of work to do now, even though this pandemic's going on. But don't worry, I'm not around anybody else. All my materials and everything I need is all on farm, so I can self quarantine and do my work and not risk being infected or infect anyone else. But instead, since we're on a Star Wars kick, I thought I'd show you um, the Star Wars Trilogy. This is the Faces edition. This is the original theatrical edits, with the exception, of course, of Episode 4 and a few things that were remastered and such. But here's the original. VHS tape. There's the back. Here's Empire. There's the tape. There's Return of the Jedi. And like I say, those are the Faces edition on VHS. I do have a working VCR, so that isn't an issue. But this is actually not the way I watch the original unaltered edits when I want to watch them. There's the rest of the case. I know the box itself isn't in very good shape, but I paid less than $1 for the whole thing, so I can't get too upset about it not being in good shape. I actually watch the original theatrical versions when I want. So I have the Faces version on laserdisc. You slide it out. I keep all my laserdiscs in the these vinyls. These plastic sleeves are meant for LPs, which I also collect. But there's the dust jacket, and there's the gatefold. It has a little piece written about the movie. Has some nice art there that's got Obi-Wan and Vader fighting. Then over here, list of the chapter stops. Again, the movie's on 3 sides. It's CLV for side 1 and 2. And the break from side 1 is where it goes from Mos Eisley's spaceport to where they go into the Katina. And the break from side 2 to side 3, or side 3, they're all CLV on this. The break from side 2 to side 3 is after Han, Luke, and Leia escaping the Falcon off the Death Star, and they're headed back to Yavin, the Rebel base. The break is there right after the dogfight. But that's Episode 4. There's Empire. There's the front cover. You know, it's the same art that's on the VHS, is just bigger. That's one of the cool things I like about laserdiscs. I like the sleeve art and everything. And here we've got, just like the other one, got some about info. And then you have some art that's the Imperial walkers. And then on the other side, you have the chapter stops. Three-sided again, all CLV. Side 1 ends right after Luke crashes on Dagobah. And side 2 ends right after Luke leaves Yoda on Dagobah, and Obi-Wan says, "That boy is our last hope," and Yoda says, "No, there is another." And then I have Return of the Jedi here. Again, just like the faces, VHS said. Have some writing. You have a Star Destroyer approaching the second Death Star. Then you have the chapter stops. And there you have the back art. The sides end. Again, these are all CLV again. The first side ends right after the briefing. There were Mon Mothma tells about the many Bothans died and so on. Then the second side ends right after Luke loses control and attacks Vader and ends up lopping off his hand, and he realizes he's going down the same path as Vader. You know, when Vader says that, "So you have a twin sister, if you will not turn, then perhaps she will," and he goes, "Never," and then he goes ballistic. That's where that side ends. Now, one difference between these versus on the VHS tapes is on the VHS tapes, the interview with George Lucas that Leonard Maltin does is at the beginning of the VHS tapes before the movie starts. On these laser discs, they're at the end. They're after the end credits are over, which is just kind of like how it is on the special edition, which I will show you guys soon. I do have the special edition trilogy on Laserdisc, because those started with the making of things before each movie on the full screen VHS that I think most of us had, but on the Laserdisc they were all edited together into one featurette that was after Return of the Jedi in that set. So, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll try to get episode 3 watched as soon as I can and get a review up for that. I just thought I'd show you something real quick to tide you over. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe.